A key part of e-bike riding is battery management. We want that extra miles per charge. So today we're going to be giving you a few tips how to get that extra mileage from your battery. Some motor manufacturers such as Shimano and Specialized have an app that connects to the bike via Bluetooth. Now within this app, you can adjust all the power to the motor. You can adjust things such as how hard the motor accelerates from that initial pedal stroke, so how hard the bike is going to surge forward. You can slide that slider down and this is going to give you more miles because the motor isn't going to work as hard. And within each power mode, you can adjust how much assistance the bike's going to give you too. By simple means of sliding that slider back down towards the minus, just going to mean you're going to have to work a little bit harder, but the motor is going to work less, and in return, it's going to save you on battery power. On some climbs, you might find yourself switching up on your power mode. You might be riding the climb in trail, and you can see you hitting boost mode to get up the hill. Now, something you might want to consider changing on your e-bike is the gearing on there. Now, a really cost-effective way of doing this is actually to decrease the size of the front chainring. Now, on stock, they usually come around 34 or 36, but they're available from increments from about 30 tooth, 32 tooth, all the way up. But putting a smaller chainring on the front of the bike, it's just going to mean you're going to be able to keep that cadence up on the bike and keep that assistance going, saving you from shifting up into those higher power modes. And in those higher power modes, as we talked about already, they eat a load of battery. So think about the gearing on your e-bike too. It makes a massive difference. Tyres make a massive difference when it comes to getting that maximum mileage out your battery. Now stock, a lot of e-bikes come with big, fat, kind of downhill orientated tyres. Now if you're simply riding fire road or cross-country trails type of riding, then you're gonna have too much tyre on that bike. It's gonna be kind of more aimed at this downhill, free ridey sort of focus riding. Now if you swap that tyre out to something a little bit more skinnier, a bit more lightweight, and a bit faster rolling, it's going to reap massive benefits to your battery. So just make sure that tyre is fit for the type of riding you do. A lot of battery power is wasted in your riding style, particularly if you're a stop-start kind of rider. I mean, if you're coming into a corner, you're slowing the bike down, and then the motor's got to accelerate you out of that corner to provide the speed and the flow out of there. You really need to think about how you're approaching the trail. So just come into that corner a little bit slower and allow the momentum to carry you through those turns. It's also worth keeping your head up and anticipating the terrain as it comes to you. Think about your gear choice, think about your line, and also keep an eye out for those features that are going to give you free speed. Bad bike maintenance can also take a big chunk of your battery life. Now some key offenders are going to be dragging brakes. You really need to make sure those brakes are centered and not rubbing at all. So give them a quick spin, they should be totally silent. Another key offender is the drivetrain. If you've got a dry and unlubed chain on there, it's going to create a lot of drag in the drivetrain. Also, tyre choice and tyre pressure is a massive thing as well. So just make sure that those tyres are inflated to the correct pressure to the trail you're riding. Also, badly set up suspension can lead to the bike skipping around and wheel spinning, losing traction, therefore eating a load out of that battery. So there you go, I really hope you've enjoyed today's video on getting those extra miles from your battery. It does make a massive difference on those bigger rides. But if you guys have got any tips on how you get the most miles out of your battery, drop some in the comments box below. If you want to stick around and check out another video, check out 100K the fun way. That one's playing down here. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe to EMBN by clicking the globe.